to On Your Money with Malipeti M, and today in this video we're actually going to talk about some general rules that you need to follow when you are starting your investing or investment journey, right? Because some of us, we have started late, and some of us, we still haven't started, but now you're wondering what are just the general basic rules for somebody who is starting or somebody who's still thinking about investing. By the way, you need to start investing as early as possible, which is one of the general rules. So one, let's go. What is your plan? What is your goal? You can't just invest money for the sake of investing money. Do you have a long-term plan? Do you have a short-term plan? A long-term goal, a short-term goal? Do you want to invest for, maybe say, okay, I want to invest this money for a year so that when I am ready to do a certain thing, I can just go and get my money with interest and then buy that particular thing. Maybe you want to buy, let's say you want to buy a car in 3 years. So you plan, you're like, okay, let me invest my money or even save my money. But okay, we're not talking about saving, we're talking about investing. Excuse me. So you're like, okay, let me invest my money so that after a 3-year investment, this is what I'm getting from this money that I have invested, and I can actually use my money to buy a car, right? Or let me invest for 10 years, and after 10 years I'll be able to buy my first house or my first apartment and start my property journey, right? So that's one of the things that you have to sit down and actually think to yourself, what am I investing for? Am I investing for peace of mind, or am I investing for a certain thing that I want to achieve in my life, right? I generally have a couple of investments that I do, but I think one of the most important reasons for me is actually investing for peace of mind. There's nothing as good as knowing that you actually have money stashed somewhere. Even if you are unemployed or you don't have any income of any sort, you know that, listen, I have money somewhere that I can live off. You know what I'm saying? So if push came to shove, you have that peace of mind that, you know what, there is 100,000 rand saved up somewhere or invested somewhere that is still generating money. Yes, I'll access that 100,000 rand within 3 years, but it's there, so I can hustle my way out for 3 years. Okay. And then the second thing that you need to actually start thinking about is, babes, you need to start as soon as possible. Like, you can't think about investing for the whole year, like an entire year of 2022. You're thinking, should I do it, should I not? No, you should do it. Okay, so you should actually start as soon as possible, because here's the thing, we have something that is called compounding interest in investing, right? Which I've done a video on, but I can redo that video. But here's the thing, compounding interest works with hand in hand with time. It works together with time. So the earlier you start, the better compounding interest is going to work for you in your investment. Okay, then guys, especially if you're going to invest in stocks, this is what you need to understand. You can never invest with emotions. Another thing is, you can also never invest something that you are not comfortable losing. Okay, nobody's comfortable losing money. Just in general, no one wants to lose money. I mean, I don't like losing even 5 rands. I'm always like, oh, why did I lose that 5 rands? And then I come to myself and senses and be like, it was just 5 rands. So what I'm saying is, you don't want to invest what you can't afford to lose. So what is your risk risk profile? Or are you risk averse, or are you fine with risk? Are you not fine with risk? Do you want to invest in high risk investments, in high risk portfolios? What is it like? If you can't afford to lose 100,000 rand, then find a more suitable manner or way to actually or channel, a more suitable channel to actually invest that 100,000. You understand? So you can't just take 100,000 rand and invest it in Triple M. No, they're going to go away. It's not even an investment. They're going to run away with your money, and now you're crying because it was your pension money, and No, we do not need such things in 2022. I'm sorry, in 2022, we are intelligent people, we are smart people, we are clever people. We research, we sit down, we research, we read, we ask questions, we consult, we do all sorts of things before we can actually risk our money into that investment. Okay, another thing is you need to diversify. You can't just put your eggs in one basket. I mean, really. It's that easy, it's that simple. You diversify. So you can't just take your money and put it in stocks, or take all of your money and put it in property, or take all of your money and put it somewhere else, or with Sanlam, with Old Mutual, with this. Like, you have to diversify. So, okay, you bought shares for like Mr. Price, but how about you also buy for ShopRite and MTN and this? Like, just diversify. Then, okay, now you bought stocks. What else can you do with your money? How else can you invest your money? Okay, then you start looking at things like Allan Gray, Old Mutual maybe, and Sanlam, and be like, okay, how can I invest my money? What is the return on this? What's the risk on this? Like stuff like that. So it's a very, okay, when you invest, you learn, and you learn in the game. Like, you don't learn outside of the game. You learn within the journey. Like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I should have actually done this. Oh, stuff like that. Okay, so diversification makes sure that when you lose a certain investment, you still have a little bit of money here, because investing is all about risk. You're basically taking risk with your money, with your life. Okay, because money is life. You're basically taking this big risk with your money. So what you can do, the least you can do, is don't put all of your money in one investment channel. Like, diversify it. Just put it here, put it there, put it there, put it there, so that should this one tank, at least you still have this other 5 investment things. Okay, then keep your costs low. So what do we mean by that? It's like saying the overheads of investing. So you don't want to invest with people who are going to actually charge you or bill you for investing, and their bill is like really, really high. For example, a retirement annuity. There are retirement annuity providers who charge you an arm and a leg when you are supposed to get your money at the age of 55 or 65, or however you have actually structured your retirement annuity. So you look at certain costs. So you look at broker costs. So for example, the JSE will charge you more broker fees than their Easy Equities platform. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's like really expensive brokers there who have actually studied this whole thing of investing. So that's another thing that you actually have to look into. Your fees, like what is it costing you to invest in this? Do they take half of your money that you make? What is going on? You need to understand all of the costs. So you need to keep all of the costs very, very, very low. Another thing is, we've already spoken about checking your risk profile. Are you a person who can afford to lose everything? I am a person who can afford to lose everything. So for me, investing, I just go all in, like, okay, let's do this, because I don't have a whole lot of responsibilities. I mean, if you have children, that's when you start looking into being a little bit maybe safe. And if you have limited streams of income, because I know people with a lot of money, they invest, I mean, a whole lot of money, because they can afford to lose. Somebody can afford to lose $1 million, but I can't afford to lose $1 million because I don't even have $1 million to lose. Okay, so you check your risk profile. But I'm a high risk person. I love high returns. So high returns just simply mean high risk. Okay, so you need to check your risk profile. Are you comfortable with small return that is very safe, that you can get in 3 years, 5 years? Or are you that kind of person who's just like, no, let's go in, I want 50% of the return, you know what, return on investment, like something like that. And then you also have the 50% chance of losing your investment, losing your money. So you need to check if you're a moderate person, if you are a high risk, or if you're a low risk person. And then here's another thing, you need to stick to the plan. The plan is to invest so that your money can actually work for you, so that your money can actually have children that will also work to have children, and then that will also work to have children. And that, my dear friends, we call being rich and getting wealthy. Okay, so you need to stick to the plan. Yes, sometimes investments fail, businesses fail, stuff fail in life, but that doesn't mean because one thing failed you're just canceling investment altogether. No, you pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and then you start all over again. I think I just quoted Gregory Porter. That's fine. So that's what you do. Like, you fall, you rise up again, and then you start finding another investment plan or another investment channel that actually suits your needs. Okay, that's another thing. You don't just invest without actually seeing what suits your need. Remember, we spoke about long term and we spoke about short term. So are you trying to invest your money in order for you to build a house, or are you trying to invest your money in order for you to buy a car, or are you trying to invest your money in order for you to start a business later in life? So those are the kind of things that you're actually looking into as to what is your plan, and stick to the plan and actually tweak it here and there as you go along the way. And listen, don't be very emotional. Stocks go down each and every day. So you don't see me panicking just because the stock market tanked. No, it's fine. Yes, I lost a couple of thousand rands, but it's fine. It's gonna come back up again and correct itself, and then my money will come back, and then more will also come. So you don't want to invest with the emotions of you're always checking your investment, like, yo, am I making money? No, you invest and then you let it grow. I mean, it's kind of like when you put in a seed in the ground. Are you checking the seed every day? No, all you do is you water the seed and then you move on. You remove the weeds and then you move on, because you know the seed is going to come up eventually, or very eventually. And then we spoke about keeping the costs low, you checking your risk profile, sticking to the plan, having a plan and sticking to the plan. Those are the basics that we need to understand in terms of starting to invest, or maybe if you're like thinking about investing, those are the things that you need to start to look into and to read about investing. Like, guys, there's nothing for mahala. There's nothing that's just gonna come to you. You need to start reading and listening to people and watching channels and doing this and doing that, being invested yourself in your investment journey. Okay, so these are just the general rules that you can actually just follow in terms of you wanting to start to invest. Okay, so if you like this video, please click like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.